Hi everybody, so back again. This is part 2 of the surgical masks that you should be wearing for coronavirus and flus, etc. I'm showing on the screen now some masks that a lot of people are wearing. These are surgical masks and they're not ideal, or they're not any good at all. They will not stop the virus. They will lead you into a false sense of security. These masks are surgical masks and they are not to stop the surgeon from getting any ailments or contamination from the patient. It's the reverse. It's to stop snot, water droplets, saliva from dropping onto the patient, onto the operational area, the open wound. Okay, so I'm getting rid of them. As I showed you in the previous videos, these are the type you want, 3M masks. Since the last video, the price has went up, and it's went up on some of them quite considerably, okay? I'm just going to try and pick out a few good ones. This one here, it's a 3M, okay? It's an FFP2. They're $7.99, so less than a packet of cigarettes. It's a decent one to buy, okay? There's £25 one. If that's for one, then I wouldn't pay it. That's a disgraceful price. There we go. Same mask as before. It's $9.99, so you can shop around. Okay. I'm looking for an ideal one for you to wear. This one here. It's one mask. It's $4.99. It's an FFP. It's a 3M mask. 3M is the brand. It's the type of mask you want to be buying. Okay? They will keep out a large proportion of the virus if somebody coughed or sneezed in your face. If you didn't have one on, you're pretty much guaranteed at the moment to get the virus. If you did have one on, even if not fit tested by someone like myself, which isn't going to happen, then there's a good chance that you will be safe. Okay. I'm now going to show you a couple of masks and then we're going to go on to show you how to wear them. This mask is better than the one I showed you before. Okay. It's an FFP. So you will get some good protection from this. The area you won't get the protection is you may not get a solid tight fit because it doesn't have the wire strip in here. So I would prefer to wear this 100 times more than the ones that I've told you to dispel. This is the better one, 3M. It's an FFP mask. It's an FFP3. Okay, it has the metal strip here. Okay guys, putting the mask on. If you put it on the house, make sure you've got clean hands. In the house, ideally soap and water, okay? When you're out and about, this is the sanitizer that I showed you on another video how to make. When you put the mask on, take your glasses off because there's a potential that you'll get them caught and broken. And may not be very expensive. Take both the straps. Put the straps over your head. Do not have the straps kinked on your ear. It'll be uncomfortable. And we do not want you touching the mask once you have this settled in place. Make sure you've got no kinks under here. Okay? You don't want it rolled like that. Get your finger in, get it out. Have a check in the mirror, or have a family member or friend or colleague check. Pinch the nose. This one has a wire strip, so you get a good seal. Make sure it's comfortable to wear. Very important now. You're out and about, you're shopping, you're on the public transport, you've been to get petrol in the car. There's a chance that you will have contaminants on your hand from the coronavirus. So do not touch your mask. You go home, you've got to take your mask off. This is important. Very important. What I do when I go in the door, I sanitize. If you want, go upstairs or in your kitchen and wash your hands. I have the sanitizer at my door. I then, without touching this part of the mask, I take it off with the strap and the top strap. I do not touch the mask. This is then safe to be put into an appropriate area. Where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it on a windowsill, somewhere where nobody's going to mess with it. Ideally, I have another one to use. I might have a pack of 3 or 4. That's ideal. Because when you're out with this, the vapour from your mouth, the condensation, the moisture, degrades the mask slightly. These ones ideally only should be used for up to 6 hours and then disposed of. That is in a surgical environment where it's hardcore and you're wearing it with a patient that has this TB, SARS, flu, and different kinds of influenza or coronavirus. So if you're out and about and there's a potential for that, nobody's sneezing in your face, nobody's coughing, there's no aerosols, it will last longer. So a quick recap, guys. You don't touch this part when you've got the mask at home. Take it off and leave it somewhere to dry. When you're going to put the mask back on, sanitize your hands and put it on without messing about with this frontal area, okay? When you've got it on, either wash your hands or sanitize your hands again, because invariably you will have touched particles on this mask that may be contaminated still, okay? Go out and about and repeat the process. You come in, you either wash your hands or you sanitize your hands, you take it off carefully and you leave it. That's what I'm saying. Buy them now. The price is going up, I've told you before. Buy them now before we were really in the depths of this pandemic. At work, things have changed dramatically. On the front line in the NHS, where I am, we are potentially going to run out of these masks in the NHS where I work. Other masks we can't get a hold of. I can't get hold of other variants of different kinds of masks till the end of the month. Potentially, that could be disastrous. I want you guys to stay as safe as possible. Buy them now. Get used to wearing them. And try not to have any cross-contamination. Stay safe, guys. Any questions? That would be great. Thank you very much. Peace.